Wait, what is this?
I signed up to watch him all the time. I have freedom.
Ready if you are you ready? We're ready.
Okay, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So just for, just so we know, how many people here are from Hostos? So I guess Jason was right. This has become a Hostos conference. Where are Lehman people?
Don't worry, yes, and drivers.
Okay, well, welcome. We have a really, really fun. There's another school here?
Oh, yeah.
How many people are from Bronx community? I think I saw some of those hands for Hostos. We are so happy to have you here, and we really have a nice, fun day ahead. This is the first time we're doing a conference like this. It's not a boring, sit down, listen to people talk to you conference. You're the ones who are gonna be talking, and you're really gonna learn how to tell your personal story. This is really, really important. You have to know your audience, know who you are talking to, okay? So I really want to welcome Mr. Michael Sullivan, the Director of Campus Life here at Lehman.
Thank you, Suzette. Let me add my welcome to Suzette's. This is a very special day. In addition to the training, which we've talked about for a couple of years, Jason and I and a few other colleagues, we called it informally the Bronx Leadership Consortium. But it's also the anniversary of JFK's death, and I know I'm a young man at heart, but I was actually in high school when he passed away. A very significant day. And what does it have to do with leadership? This morning, as I was getting ready, I was listening to the Bloomberg report. And one of the commentators mentioned how JFK, by his third year, had really become an accomplished leader, you know. And I thought of you this morning thinking, I'm going to use that this morning because it is a journey, you know, and at any stage of your life, you can pick up and become better and enrich your experience. The fact you're starting so young, I think, is terrific. We're very passionate about the leadership program here. You know, we enjoy doing it. We enjoy bringing in speakers. Jason's been very supportive in bringing you to our conferences. We'll have another conference in March, and we hope you attend. But one thing I've learned, and my superior, the vice president, again, has been very supportive in sending me to conferences to meet people, is that it is something you can learn, that you can get better at it, and there are many ways to practice it, you know. So with that framework, I want to acknowledge Jason and Audrey Rose Glenn. I don't think she's here yet from Bronx Community. Suzette, who just graduated, I would just welcome you, excuse me, she hasn't graduated yet. So graduated 3 years from Teachers College with a doctorate. Michael Steele from my staff, Kayla Richardson, Ozzy Muncie, and all the students you see around the building who are going to assist you today. I hope you have a very, very engaging day. We believe in activities and talking. The first exercise, I think we're going to flip a little bit because our keynote speaker, who sat where you sat 5 years ago, who's president of our student body, and wound up getting a master's degree in Chile in international relations, went on to the White House as an intern and became a White House staff member. So thanks to him, we've been to the White House 2 times so far, and we're going to get in December. You know, very, very accomplished young man. But I love his first line. He may say this when he finally gets here. You know, he said, "I sat where you sat 5 years ago," which is absolutely true. And for me, one of the really high points when we go to DC is to see people like yourselves meeting with the White House staff who look like you, who are smart, and who are trying to make things better in the country, you know. So it's an ongoing task, I think, leadership. I hope this is just the beginning. So I want to welcome you, encourage you to really throw yourselves into it. I think you'll learn a lot and enjoy the day. Thank you.
So, since, yes, it will change. I have a really cool quotation from JFK. Leadership and learning are indispensable to each other. And this is the keynote speaker calling me. So I'm going to welcome Jason Lipville to come do a leadership activity with you.
All right, you don't need me to use the mic, right? I don't believe in this thing.
Please use the mic. Thank you.
But my cameraman is telling me I must use the mic.
Not like you don't have to be so loud though.
Welcome. First of all, good morning. I'm Jason Lipville from Hostos Community College. I run a little leadership program there. I think some of you who are not from our college have met lots of folks who are from our college. And we're going to try and foster this relationship so that by the end of the day today, the hope is that the friendships that you develop here are going to be long-lasting, and they're going to be the basis for lots of stuff that you're going to do in your future. And that was the initial plan with this particular conference, that we were going to bring together the three campuses who represented the Bronx, and we were going to put you in this great opportunity to build your networking skills to start. And so that's going to be my part today. So first of all, I want you guys to give yourselves a warm applause for you being here on Friday. I don't think Bronx Community College is not that far away. Host is not that far away. Lehman's here, so it was easy to get here, I think, for most of us, except for Derek, the cameraman, who took way too long to get here and kept sending me photos of batteries to ask me if we had them. But that being said, okay, on your seats you have this little card which has an eye on it, and that's the symbol for this particular conference, because the conference. The ideology behind the conference is leadership through your eyes. And we want to know what your vision of leadership is, which is why we did the video interviews this morning, why we're going to continue to take some video interviews later on today, and why the conversations that you're going to have with the mentors today are going to be really important. Because it's not about somebody talking to you, it's about you sharing what your vision is of leadership. Because we want to know. And we want to make a difference. And so all of these nice videos that you've done, we're going to use for a great purpose. Even those of you who are shy and coward at the thought of having to answer questions early in the morning on a Friday. But we're going to make it into a video as well. But my job here is to get you started on this networking journey, okay? So that you're meeting new people and that you're connecting to new people. Now, I didn't expect to bring so many people here. Well, I expected to bring lots more people here with me today. So any of you that know each other, you're not allowed to talk to each other at all. You're supposed to avoid each other. Especially if your name is Advin Cola, there's 4 of you here, you cannot talk to each other at all. Okay. But the networking cards are going to serve a couple of purposes, okay? You're going to have these around all day long. And the first purpose is it's going to allow you to connect with people and share your information with them. And we're taking the cards back from you. We're going to capture the information. So as you're doing this, I know you all have cell phones. I know you all have little notepads and things. Don't just write down the stuff on the card for us, but also take the information of the people as well as you're doing the activities throughout the course of the day. But I want to warm you up, okay? Can I warm you up? Because I heard this is the coldest room. Is that crazy? Yeah. It's cold room. Okay. So everybody's got to stand up first. Everybody's got to jump. No jumping. We're not jumping because we might wake up the rest of the campus at Lehman, so we can't do it. They are. It's Friday, right? Okay. So. Before I send you on what we're going to do, we're going to do this, we're going to do 3 sets of this. And what we're going to do is you're going to network with people who you've never met with before. And I'm going to tell you how to do it. And some of you have done this with me before and some of you haven't. Go with the flow, okay? Don't get frustrated. It's just me. I have to do the stuff that I'm used to doing. But at the end of the day, with all the networking that you don't have to fill out the cards now. But the people that you meet now, the 3 different people that you meet now, when you develop this nice rapport with them, throughout the course of the day, I want you to go back to them with the networking card and fill out the networking card with them. And at the end of the day, this is how you're actually going to win the prizes. So if you haven't heard, we have $50 gift cards from we have $25 gift cards from some of your favorite places that you might like to visit. And we're going to give it away in pairs. We have 2 $50 gift cards from the Barnes & Noble bookstore, so that when you're really in debt and you need to buy a book, you have $50 at your disposal. And then we have a couple of iPods that we're going to give away. And that means that Carlos can listen to Miley Cyrus. And then for the person who actually makes the most connections throughout the day, and this is why it's really good that you're here early in the day, the one person who makes the most connections throughout the entire day, means gives in the most cards, and we have lots of cards, I mean 800 cards. Okay, the most cards is actually going to win a Nook. And a top of the line, nice Wi-Fi, 16 gigabyte, whatever it is, I don't know, something like that. Okay, so that's where we're starting. And what we're going to do to start is, I'm going to ask that you're going to go around the room. You're not going, if you're twins, you're not allowed to do this together at all.
Okay, cool, so we're not twins. All right.
Yeah, and if your name is Adam Nicola, none of the people you network with is allowed to be Adam Nicola. It's actually a disadvantage for the four of them, because those three other guys they can't network with, so everybody's got a better opportunity than them. But sorry. What's going to happen? Okay, I know it is. Okay, so you're going to make 3 buddies. Okay, you're going to start with an elbow buddy. All right, and what an elbow buddy means is E. Come here. This is E. I don't know why his nickname is E, because his name is something else. All right, Elias. Yeah, I thought his name should be A, but okay. So this is your elbow buddy. The first person you're going to meet with is going to be your elbow buddy. And when you meet with your elbow buddy, the first thing that I want you to do is to ask them the question, "What are you doing here today?" Okay? No, they're not allowed to do it yet. Not until I say. And then you're going to have a knee buddy. Can you show me the knee? Okay. Really? And for the girls, if you're wearing high heels, please, hold on to something. Okay? And then you'll have a foot buddy. Okay?
All right. So you're crossing the line.
I got it? Okay, so, and then the question, we'll give you the new questions for each of those other buddies. But the first question is, what are you doing here today? And it's your elbow buddy. So everybody in the room has got to go find somebody who they've never spoken to before in their entire life, including, well, not including today, but in their entire life, and make an elbow buddy. Go. We need an elbow Some people are not connected by the elbow. If you're not connected by the elbow, you haven't completed the task. Let's see. All right. Elbow. Okay, everybody should have got through the first question. Is that correct? Yes. You're not connected at the elbow. What's going on over there? What's happening? Oh, behind you. What happened? There's nobody up. Right there, Mr. Steele.
I'll be your elbow buddy. I have 2 elbows.
He's tall, but he has no elbow. Okay.
I have no. I'm sorry.
So the second question, or the second part buddy, is going to be your knee buddy, right? And remember, those of you in high heels, please hold on to something. And when you go to meet your knee buddy, I want you to ask them who their favorite leader is. Okay? So everybody, please find another buddy, somebody completely different, and as your knee buddy, and that person. Who is your favorite leader? No, just the knee. You can release your elbows now. Elbows are released. Alright, how are those knees going? Everybody made the connection? Okay, some people are getting knee joint something, I don't know. So, Everybody's shared their favorite leader or a leader that they're, that they like. Okay, so your last question, when you're gonna go and meet your foot buddy, everybody familiar with foot? Okay, foot buddy, no kicking, no hiding, is to ask each other what you believe your leadership style is. And if you don't have an answer, just, what do you think your leadership skills are? Okay? So, foot buddy, what is your leadership style? So, if everybody find a brand new partner, leave your knee buddy alone, leave your elbow buddy, find your foot buddy. What is your leadership style? Foot buddy.
So I could know what they want and what I Find your foot buddy.
Alright. Has everybody had a chance to share their leadership style with their foot buddy? Some people are not touching feet. I don't know what's going on. Okay. So this is now the harder part. Okay? Now you are going to go back and find each of your three buddies, your elbow buddy, your knee buddy, and your foot buddy. And you are going to confirm a couple of things, like their name and what college they're from. Okay, so I'm going to give you a chance to go back and find your elbow buddy, your knee buddy, and your foot buddy. So everybody please find their elbow buddy. Back elbow. Your elbow buddy. Make sure you get their name and their college. I have to write it down, but make sure you get the information. I'm going to pass Alright, now everybody please find your knee buddy again. Go back to your knee buddy. Oh, find your knee buddy, And make sure you get their name, the college that they're from. You don't need to write it down, just tell them. I want you to remember people's names. Knee buddy. Let's go now with that Alright, and now please find your foot buddy and make sure you know their name and what college they're from. Everybody got their foot buddy? Got their foot buddy? Alright. You have now the name of your elbow buddy, your knee buddy, and your foot buddy. Is that correct? Alright, now this is going to be the tricky part. I want you all to find one last person who you have not spoken to, and this is going to be your high five buddy. Does everybody in the room know what a high five is? Very good. High five. High five is not when you do anything else with your fingers except go up high on somebody else and they go up high at the same time and you actually clap hands, okay? So, your last buddy is going to be your high five buddy. Please find somebody you've not spoken with before as your high five buddy. Don't high five until I say. Okay, and please get the name and the college of your high five buddy as well. Alright, and now everybody who's a high five buddy, please give your high five buddy a high five. That's really lame. I want to hear it at the same time. 1, 2, 3. Still not good. 1, 2, 3. Alright, now everybody can take their seat. So is the room warmer now, Grace? So now, we have laid the groundwork for some great connections that you can make today, okay? You have met 4 people, right? You get their names, and you know what colleges that they're from, even if they're from the same college. And over the course of the next couple of hours, the idea here is that we want you to fill out these cards. We have tons of the cards. Like I said, we have 800 of the cards. And not only when you fill out the cards do I want you to put your name and your email and your phone number and print it clearly because we're going to do updates with you all throughout the course of the year. We're going to do updates with you in a couple of months when we do our Winter Workshop series at Hostos. We're going to do an update with you when we have the CUNY Emerging Leaders Conference. And we're going to do an update with you when Lehman does their leadership conference. So we're going to send you reminders because we want you to stay in these connections. We want you to build these social groups so that you're building on the lines that you create here today. So write everything down clearly, and then you're also going to get the information from everybody because you're going to spend time here today at the tables. You're going to spend time here today at lunch, so you'll be able to share the information more detailed, and you can put it in your phone and all that good stuff. You can become Facebook friends. Everybody can become my Facebook friends, whatever it is you want. You can't be my Instagram friend because they shut down the Instagram. I don't understand what's going on. Every time I go on it, there's a video going, and I don't know who's in the video, so I shut that down. Sometimes it's Miley Cyrus, and it has to do with Carlos. And, and that's the last time I'm saying that name all day. So the cards are there for you, and the reason why we're doing this is we also want to collect some data from you. We want to know who you are, where you're coming from, and who you're connecting with. And the really important thing on those cards, so it's nice, I know everybody wants to win the prizes, and we're all excited about giving the prizes, right? The one thing that I want you to keep in mind is that at the bottom of the card, it asks you, what do you think your leadership goal can be together? What do you think they can collaborate on as leaders on your individual campuses or on your same campuses, okay? So I want you to think about that when you fill out the cards as well. So this is an idea of like, this is very nice that we started you off with the warm-up activity, but we want you to go a little more in depth today. We want you to be able to talk to each other and develop these relationships, these ties, and sort of talk about what your leadership skills are and what your leadership goals are, right? Some of what we asked you this morning on the videos, hopefully everybody was videoed this morning, was what do you think you're going to get from the day, 1, and 2, what it is that you believe your leadership style is, what your leadership goal is. Or leadership vision is, right? So we're talking about vision and how you see leadership. So we want you to capture that for us, and we want to share it with you, and we're going to send that out to you in the email list that we have that we generate from the cards that you put out to us today. Good? Sound good? Yeah. So since we have a little time, what I'll do is I'll let you guys fill out your first card so that you get to jump start on everything. And if somebody filled out their first card and wants to sneak in the back and grab an extra card, they can do that.
I'm feeling Lord, you're killing me. Ooh, she basically said, no, I
see somebody sneaking and getting a lot of cards, so I don't know.
Oh, the twins are taking it? You want to pick? Here. I saw that number.
Oh, no, she has my.
You're asking me the wrong person. Because I was just pulling the number out.
You got him, but who are you filling him out with? Do we have extra pens? Right there.
Yes.
My eyes should be.
Extra pens, extra pens.
Wait, listen.
The devil is always working. The minute I have something to do, it doesn't. And then there's nothing going on. Phone don't ring.
So on the card, just to give you an update, one side is you, one side is the person that you met, and then at the bottom, what it is that you think you can work on together.
What size is the person?
Oh, really? What happened? You put yourself twice? Anybody in the room?
So we can do one-on-one if we can't record, can we not do this visually? Can we just listen to it or we can't get any?
Okay, and then don't forget to share the information with each other so that you have it as well, because we're going to collect the cards. So make sure you get each other's emails or Facebook, phone number.
Like the transition tip that we're doing with our new mayor, leadership is about listening to what the people have to say and then incorporating it into what you do. How you doing? Welcome. We're not going to take welcome. I understand. You know, you're special. You're special. Somebody has to come through and go. You are somebody. I'm a graduate, a postdoc. I'm on the leadership conference. I work with Jason. He is my mentor. And we're here to film and record this. Yes. I'm really.
All right, so you should have had enough time to get through one person's information, so
I'm excited.
I'm going to give you one more minute. Make it happen.
Originally from Los
And
Angeles.
remember, everybody's going to be around all day, so you'll be able to
I
continue
went to
this.
school and then didn't finish. And came back to school. And now I'm going back to school. I'm a genius. The things that they're teaching in class, I lived through. So when the teacher says this, that, and the other, I'm like, wait, I was there. So it's kind of like a life lesson because it's 20 years later. I'm 52. So some of the things that they're teaching in the classes, I've already experienced. And some of the things that they're teaching is like, no, that's not right. That's not right. This is, you know, so I have a totally different perspective on a lot of what's going on. And I love this.
All right, and so the 1 minute is up, so can I have everybody take their seat again?
Guys, where's the...
It's just like, you never know where these people are going to go. And like, they don't
All right,
know where they're
and I'm going to introduce you back to
I turn around and look at
Suzette
the line.
for our keynote speaker today. Everybody named by Cola is in the seat?
Hey, man.
So here's Suzette Brown.
And the suit's fly, dude. Nice suit, baby. Nice suit.
Okay, guys. So now I want to introduce you to your keynote speaker for
Like I
today.
said, I'm
And I
52.
have a little formal introduction, but then I want to say something about him personally, okay? So I'm graduating from Lehman College. Mr. Alcantara served in Chile as a fellow for the Organization of American States. In Chile, he earned a Master of Arts in International Studies at the Universidad de Chile, Institute of International Studies. Ilias is currently serving at the White House as a staff assistant in the Office of Intergovernmental Affairs. He is kind, grounded, a centered leader at Lehman College. Anybody here is involved in student government in your schools? Okay, Ilias was the student government president, among many things, when he was here at Lehman. And Mr. Sullivan shared a little bit today about when he presented to our leadership retreat students, and he said, you know, a few years ago, I was sitting in your seats, and this is what we want this conversation to be like. I hope at the end of this you can leave here thinking, wow, one day I could be at the White House, or your wildest dream for yourself can happen. He is very, very inspirational and has such a compelling story. So let's welcome Elias Alcantara.
I did.